Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
It's slide visual.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so last portion of the first chapter. Okay, electrical and magnetic properties of solid. Okay. In the previous class, we have discussed about different types of point defects present in ionic solid. Okay. So now, on the basis of electrical properties, solid can be classified as conductor, semiconductor, and insulator. Okay. So conductor means mainly metal. Those substances which allow to electric current through them are called conductor. Okay. So conductivity is very high in case of conductor. So there are two types of conductor. One is called electrolytic conductor, and other is called metallic conductor. Okay. So in case of metallic conductor, free electrons are responsible for conduct electricity. Okay, and in case of metallic conductor, there is no chemical changes occur. Okay, during conductivity of electricity. But in case of electrolytic conductor, okay, electrolytic conductor means ionic solids. Okay, ionic solids are unable to conduct electricity in solid state, but they conduct electricity in molten state as well as in aqueous solution. Because we know in case of electrolytic solution or in case of solution, the ions are conduct electricity. Okay, so in case of solid state, movement of ions are not possible, because in case of ionic solid, ions are fixed at their crystal at their lattice point. Okay, so movement is not possible in case of solid state, but when they are melted or dissolved in water, uh, in this case ions can freely move, okay, and can conduct electricity. So in this case, chemical changes occur during conduction of electricity in molten state or in aqueous solution. Okay, so there are two type of conductor. One is metallic conductor, free electrons are responsible, and other is electrolytic conductor. Okay, where free ions are responsible. That means cations or anions. Clear? Conductor. Next, insulator. Okay, insulator are those substances which do not allow to conduct electricity. Okay, and semiconductor are in between conductor and insulator. Okay, so their conductivity is lies between uh, conductivity of conductor and conductivity of insulator. Okay, three types of conductor. So here definition in this is the definition. Okay, so here unit of conductivity is ohm inverse, meter inverse, or ohm inverse in centimeter inverse. Okay, we will discuss in solution chapter when we will discuss about Ohm's law. So conductivity. So in case of conductors, the conductance range is 10 to the 4 to 10 to the 7 ohm inverse, meter inverse. Okay, and in case of semiconductor, 10 to the minus 6 to 10 to the 4. These are data. Okay, and insulator 10 to the minus 20 to 10 to the minus 10. Very low, almost negligible. So this is the definition on the basis of conductivity. so So on the we can explain the conductivity of conductor, semiconductor, and insulator on the basis of valence band theory. Okay, so there are two type of band. One is called valence band, other is called conduction band. Okay, so here blue color is a valence band, and above red color is conduction band. Okay, so when electron jump from valence band to conduction band, okay, so then that electron conduct electricity. So in case of metals, valence band and conduction band are overlap. Okay, so in this case, electrons from valence bond easily jump to the conduction band. But in case of insulator, there is a huge gap between valence band and conduction band. Okay, so in this case, the jump of electron from valence band to conduction band is almost impossible. Okay, so large energy gap you see in picture. But in case of semiconductor, the gap is small. Okay, so by applying external influence, here electron can jump from valence band to conduction band. Okay, so that's why when we increase the temperature, the conductivity of semiconductor increases. Okay, because if we increase the temperature, then more number of electrons jump from the valence band to conduction band. Okay, but in case of metallic conductor, the conductivity decreases if we increase the temperature. The explanation is different in case of metallic conductor, because we know in case of metallic conductor, free electrons carry electricity. Okay, but in case of ionic solid or metallic in case of metallic conductor, the metal atoms are fixed about the lattice point. Okay, so actually they are about to vibrate. Okay, about the lattice point. So if we increase the temperature, then vibration increases. So this vibration obstacle the flow of electrons. Okay, so that's why when we increase the temperature, the conductivity of metallic conductor decreases, but conductivity of metallic conductor semiconductor increases. Okay, as more number electrons jump from valence band to conduction band, because here the energy gap is very small. Okay, so by increasing the temperature, we can easily enhance the conductivity of the semiconductor. Clear? So here actually valence band, okay, we know the definition, which is partially or completely filled with electrons are called valence band. Okay, and the above the valence band, the band is called conduction band. Actually, a molecular orbital. Okay, according to molecular orbital theory, here bonding and antibonding molecular orbital form this type of band. Okay, so in almost bonding orbital form valence band, and antibonding orbital form uh, conduction band. Okay, and forbidden energy gap, the gap between valence band and conduction band is called forbidden energy gap. Okay, so here two types of semiconductor. One is called intrinsic semiconductor, other is extrinsic semiconductor. Okay, intrinsic means it is pure semiconductor. Okay, no other impurity is mixed with this type of semiconductor. Okay, this is a pure semiconductor. It's called intrinsic semiconductor. Germanium silicon. Okay, so semiconductor electrical conductivity is very low in case of intrinsic semiconductor. Okay, the intrinsic semiconductor means pure. Next, extrinsic semiconductor. So if we mix some impurity for enhancing the conductivity of intrinsic semiconductor, then extrinsic semiconductor is formed. Okay, so when you mix some impurity by the process doping, extrinsic semiconductor is formed. Okay, so actually in practical, extrinsic semiconductors are used, okay, because of high electrical conductivity. Extrinsic semiconductor, depending on doping, two types: n-type semiconductor and p-type semiconductor. Okay, so n-type means so here group 14 element is fixed. Okay, germanium silicon are intrinsic semiconductor, you know, germanium silicon. So we will dope another element in the crystal of germanium or silicon. Okay, pure germanium, pure silicon are intrinsic semiconductor. So to get a n type of semiconductor will dope group 15 element, okay, as phosphorus or arsenic. So you know, in case of group 15 element, just tell me the name of group 15 element. Tell me the name
The
of group 15 elements.
phosphorus, arsenic,
Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Okay,
yes sir.
नाइट्रोजन फॉस्फोरस याद रखना होगा, ठीक है टेबल. तो व्हाट इज द number of valence electron present in group 15 element?
The 5,
valence cell electronic configuration, valence cell electronic configuration, valence cell electronic configuration. Anyone? What is the valence cell electronic configuration of group 15 element? नहीं पता. NS2 NP3, okay. NS2 NP3 5 ना. NS2 NP3 नहीं होगा क्या? 2s2 2p3 3s2 3p3. Here valence electronic configuration NS2 p3 for group 14 NS2 NP2, okay. Group 16 NS2 NP4, group 17 NS2 NP5, group 18 NS2 NP6. So 15 means 5 electron, 14 means 4 electron, 17 means 7, 18 means 8, 16 means 6. Here NS2 in this group 15 NS2 NP3. Total number of valence electron 5, तो NS2 NP3 होगा. So if we dope a group 15 element, okay, the valence electron is 5. So here 5 valence electron form 5 bond with other silicon atom, and here 1 electron is excess in okay. So these electrons are responsible for conduction of electricity, okay. So here we show a single atom, okay, but in case we dope large number of atom, okay, so large number of excess electron is produced. So these electrons carry the electricity, okay. So why it is called n type? As electrons are negative, and here negative electrons are responsible, so that's why it is called n type semiconductor, okay. तो क्वेश्चन आएगा, ओके. ग्रुप
okay
15
sir.
एलिमेंट के साथ ग्रुप 14 एलिमेंट के साथ ग्रुप 15 एलिमेंट, तो शॉर्ट क्वेश्चन आता है बहुत. अरे इंटरनेट आ गया. Okay, next p type semiconductor, okay. Here also same group 15 element is fixed, okay, germanium silicon. So here we will dope the element of group 13, okay, boron, aluminum, gallium. तो और क्या कौन कौन एलिमेंट है ग्रुप 13 में? कौन कौन एलिमेंट है 13 में? आज नहीं आ रही ठीक से. और कौन कौन एलिमेंट है ग्रुप 13? बताओ. कौन एलिमेंट है? सीता, voice is not clear, okay. Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium, okay. Boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. तो 13 एलिमेंट. पीरियोडिक टेबल याद करना पड़ेगा, ओके. ऐसे नहीं होगा. boron, aluminum, gallium, indium, thallium. Okay, so number of valence electron in group 13. How many valence electrons are present in group 13 element?
3.
Okay, so electronic configuration क्या होगा? Valence cell electronic configuration. Valence cell electronic configuration क्या होगा? NH2 NP3 थोड़ी NH2 NP3. NH2 क्या होगा?
NH2 NP1.
NH2 NP1. Okay, group 13 means कि 3 होगा ना, 3 electron, not 5. तो S और P मिला के 3 होना चाहिए, ठीक है? NH2 NP1. Clear? Okay, so here a boron atom is doped. Okay, in the picture, a boron atom is doped in place of silicon. So valence electron 3 electrons form 3 bond with other 3 silicon atom. Okay, and one is remain vacant. Okay, this create a hole. Clear? This create a hole. Okay, so in this case, this positive, and we consider a hole as a positive. Okay, the opposite of electron is hole. Hole is positively charged. So here positive holes carry the electrons electric conductivity. Okay, because here one electron from other silicon atom occupy the hole, and in the place of electron another hole is occupied. Okay, as a hole is moving one direction and electrons in moving in opposite direction. Okay, so as positive holes are responsible, that's why it is called p-type semiconductor. Okay, any question? p-type, n-type? इजी है, ज्यादा कुछ नहीं आएगा, यही मेन थ्योरी यही है. क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
नेक्स्ट स्लाइड. ओके, मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज, इलेक्ट्रिकल प्रॉपर्टी हो गए, एन टाइप, पी टाइप, सेमीकंडक्टर, इंट्रिंसिक, एक्सट्रिंसिक. तो मैग्नेटिक प्रॉपर्टीज, you know, when electron in an atom, there are two types of motion. You know, one is called orbital motion, when electrons moves around the nucleus. This is called orbital motion. Okay, and we know electron always spin about their own axis. Okay, so in this case spin motion is involved. Okay, so electron is associated with two types of motion. One is called orbital motion, other is called spin motion. Okay, so that's why there are two types of magnetic moment. Okay. So one is for orbital magnetic moment, other is spin magnetic moment. So that's why electrons are considered as a teeny magnet. Okay, very small magnet. So two types of motion, orbital motion and spin motion. Okay, and magnetic moment of two types. One is due to orbital motion, other is due to spinning motion. So on the basis of magnetic moment, substances are classified into 5 types: paramagnetic, diamagnetic, ferromagnetic, antiferromagnetic, and ferrimagnetic. Okay, we will discuss one by one. First, already we discussed about paramagnetic and diamagnetic. Okay, so if unpaired electron is present, then it is called paramagnetic. If there is no unpaired electron, then it is called diamagnetic. Okay. So this is the actually calculation. Okay, in theoretically, if unpaired electron is present, then it is called paramagnetic. If there is no unpaired electron, means if all electrons are paired, then it is called diamagnetic. Okay, so here in the example of paramagnetic, one example is sodium. Okay, so tell me the electronic configuration of sodium. Tell me the electronic configuration of sodium. सोडियम एटॉमिक नंबर कितना है? सोडियम का एटॉमिक नंबर ले बताओ. सोडियम का एटॉमिक नंबर, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन बताओ. देखो अनपेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन है क्या नहीं है? 1:2:2 करके बताओ, 1:2:2 ऐसे बताओ, तब पता चलेगा। सोडियम 11 ना, तो 1:2 इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन पता होना चाहिए। फर्स्ट चैप्टर में पढ़ा था ना एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर में।